Hello, this is Lilou Jane. I'm going to do a video with you and for you using tarot and oracle cards to get messages from guides who are related to the people who are drawn to look at this video. Most likely, if you found this video, it's right for you. And I'm just going to trust that that's the case. I'm going to start the video with meditation though, because we all function better if we function from our heart, which is our primary point of power, knowing and understanding and intuitive perception. So if you wish to take on the reading that I'm about to give and know if it's right for you and grow from that, the little seeds that are given today, grow from that and develop an understanding of an epiphany for yourself, certainty for yourself, then we need to start with you and me, all of us, opening our hearts so that we are all in the right space to get the optimum from this reading for you and for me. So I want you to go into your heart and visualize your heart. Now you may like to see it as beautiful colors of light, and however you see it in your mind is how your heart is functioning and the colors and light it's emitting at this point in time. So you close your eyes now and I'm going to take you through, all right? So I'm going to close my eyes too. We'll do it together. And we won't be too long, but it's a preparation for your own intuitive connection to your own higher wisdom. So it's important to do it. Let's do it properly, okay? So closing your eyes, taking your mind, direct your mind down to your heart chakra, the energy center that is between your breast area, and see the light, feel the light, and say hello to the light and get to know the light and admire the beautiful light that's there. If you see any grey areas, don't worry. That's just the residual of our life's journey of all sorts of different things. That's all it is. You may see beautiful lights, you may see one light, you may see all sorts of things. So don't judge what your heart is, the condition of this moment, because it is ever changing. Now, greet your heart with love and understanding, forgiveness and kindness. Don't feel down on your heart if it isn't looking the way you'd like it to look. This is something like a stone you can polish. Polish it and polish it until it shines beautiful with gorgeous opalescent colors. And let it be a process that you take on. Look into your heart like it is a crystal. Go deeper and deeper into your heart. Deeper. Go into the center of the center of the center of your heart. Go as deep as you can. This is a practice that you can continue to work on and grow and get more proficient with. Deeper and deeper. If at the moment you just recognize your heart, because this isn't something you practice every day, that's wonderful. It's always a one-step process, and the only person that matters is you. There's no one else to impress or to compete against. The rest of the world's not relevant to you and your beautiful heart. And now, just by recognizing your heart, acknowledging your heart, seeing your heart, is the very first step in oneness with yourself and the universe. Oneness has to start with you, within you. And once you do that, you enable yourself in a myriad of ways. So this is the beginning. Take a deep breath. Bring your hands up. Breathe out and let your hands rest in front of your heart in a symmetry of respect, appreciation and acknowledgement. Of course, you were breathing out as well there. This is the first step to oneness. It's simple and it's true. And you don't go wrong with this. It's nothing to do with the mind, it's to do with the heart. Okay, that's a good start. Now let's do some readings. We're going to do a reading today for Pisces. So Pisces, if you are a person who has Pisces in your major areas of your chart, your astrological chart, then this may be relevant for you as well. If you feel drawn to watch it, then watch it. Now, the first two cards that have come out are Daydream and Cupid. So, just briefly, this is about allowing yourself to dream, to let your mind go into a disengaged state where you're not engaging with all the worries and the we must tasks of this world. You're allowing your mind to be creative, and that's where you manifest your own heartfelt future as it unfolds. So what you feel, your emotional connection, is what you create. So if you're living a life of fear, you are creating the platform for more fear. If you're living a life of creativity, then you are allowing a creative platform to unfold around you. The world can only give you, from its myriad of possibilities, what you allow with your own mental expectation. So daydreaming connects you to what you want, to your potential, to happiness, joy, bliss, and safety. Right? Safety and security. They're things you can create and draw into your life in your everyday experience. Also, you allow love into your world. Now, what we just did was appreciation, recognition of your heart, your love center, and love is the powerful energy which is the exact opposite of fear, self-loathing, self-doubt, blame, punishment, all those things which have no positive effect for yourself or anyone around you. So the simple love energy without any attachment or application to anything is a mode and a state of being which you can develop and grow more if you work with your heart. Love your heart, talk to your heart, thank your heart, ask your heart questions, ask your heart how it feels, what it thinks. And I said it's nothing to do with the mind and as we imagine it up here, but did you know, I should talk properly, that your heart has brain cells. Your heart has a brain attached to one side, which scientists have known about for since 1960, something like that. It wasn't a popular idea, so it wasn't talked about much, but it's getting talked about a lot more now. The heart brain is the dominating factor in your existence as you run through life. It's the part that is the lead in your life's determination. Your heart tells this brain, your heart brain tells this brain what to do, where to go, how to think, where to focus. Your heart is the true focusing driver in the driver's seat. Love is its superpower, it's its fuel. Fuel your heart, feed your heart, acknowledge it, set it free, and watch your whole life transform. Wow, that's really beautiful guidance coming through. What else would you like? We've got to go into a new deck of cards. This is actually a multi-deck. And it's a mermaid deck that I love. It's one of my favorite decks with the Gods and Titans deck, and I mix them up together. And I have found that to be a very, very successful deck for me to relate to, because I've got to relate to it, bring through messages. So the guides came in, the guides are with me, the guides are inspiring my understanding, perception, thoughts and words, and helping me to discuss and to understand and say things that they want to convey to you. So that's how it works. Now, these are guides. Guides can be guides, angels, and I'm getting angels in particular, are guides and protectors, loving carers and helpers for millions and millions of people. So when a guide, angels today. When angels come to me, planetary angels in particular are also coming. They know what their people, which is millions and millions of people, like all of us, need to hear, and they want to send that message through. So don't imagine that it's exclusive for a small number. We are all in this little boat, this basket, they said. We're in this basket together. No one is in isolation. They want me to let you know. You are in an energy pool around the planet. You are immersed in it. You're immersed in an energy pool that reverberates, and the energy bounces off each other. So when we're all in a state of confusion, this energy is bouncing off us all, and it's the energy of, what the heck? What's happening? Where are we? What's going to happen? Is it bad? Is it good? I don't know what to do. Confusion, insecurity. Oh my gosh, how will I live? How will I survive? I'm afraid. All those energies are whirling around us, and they're bouncing off us, and they hit our energy and they influence us. Their thought forms in the plasma, that's a real word, that's a real thing, the plasma energy of our etheric field, of our body of planet, which is our joint energy body. These energy forms are bouncing around. Their thought forms, you send out a thought, it's in the pool. Someone else sends it out, it's in the pool, and you will eventually, they'll all ping pong off you and ping pong off everybody else, like a big bunch of ping pong balls I'm seeing a picture of. Now that's what's happening. And if you feel afraid and you don't know why you feel afraid and uneasy, that's because all these little fear ping pong balls are bouncing about, right? So one thing we can do is we can create happy love ping pong balls. Now, if we create happy love ping pong balls and we send them out, if we create, let's just be calm and cool and not jump to any conclusions, ping pong balls, and we send them out, we start to influence the ping pong ball filled energy pool and start to change the dynamic. And this is where the one is powerful in the big communal oneness of our energy pool. And this is the card they just sent out. And they wanted me to say all of that, and they sent out the card flow. Just flow. This is the Poseidon card, and it says flow. So what, after everything, I've just given you some information and some wonderful visualizations for us to work with. And what they're saying is, just let your love flow. Let your love flow. Do your daydreaming. When you daydream, you create thought forms and energies that you send out into the world. Daydream of the best. Daydream of love. Daydream of the best world that you can visualize and imagine, and start sending those thought forms out, and let love be the little vehicle that you send them out on. Let it flow. Let it flow. And they said, let it flow and let it go. I always know when they're around because they start rhyming. The little poets, they are so funny. Oh, what's that about? Well, if you want that one, you're going to have to really throw it out there, guys. Oh, you threw another one out. Okay. I do talk to them. Okay. I talk through my reading to them and to you. You'll have to work out who I'm talking to. Sacrifices. This is getting a little deeper, okay? So they recommend that this is the best mode of action for you, right? That's your self-empowered human mode. That's the best mode a human can be in. That's optimum human behavior, human existence, human co-creation, human anything. Now, this business about sacrifices, there are those worth making and those that will destroy you. So what is it we're talking about here? Now, sacrifices. We all feel a little bit guilty. We all feel like we have to work hard, get out the cat o' nine tails and give ourselves a flog and make ourselves feel miserable because that's how everyone else is feeling. Do you feel guilty? Okay. These are feelings you need to avoid. Now, then the experiment has come out. Experiments. This is about manipulation of nature, forcing change, cruelty, and the pursuit of knowledge and arrogance. Now, what you have in the energy field is people are being stimulated through events that happen in the world around us and the bombardment of social media to shove it in our faces. we are getting made to feel like life's tough and we better just get used to it and sacrifice happiness and love because we got to rein it all in and because life's tough. And this is people experimenting and manipulating our environment we live in to make us, to stimulate us, to put out ping pong balls into our energetic field that are fear, that are ping pong balls with a sense of lack attached to them, with a sense of denial of happiness and light and love. Now, if we don't visualize happiness, light and love, there will be none. Which direction our planet goes in depends on how many of us can visualize the happy rainbow path and how many of us visualize a doomed, dark, miserable grey path. So, what you need to do, this is called the magic of the Cohen truth. Okay, caution, secrecy, and being wary. What you need to do is your beautiful practice of imagining your beautiful world with light and love and sending it out there. And I love that. See this little angel blowing bubbles of love hearts out into the world? Isn't that like this ping pong ball analogy? This blowing out and sending out little orbs of energy, which is what your ping pong plasma orbs of energy, that's what you're sending out into the energetic world we live in. Now they're saying, secretly, quietly, make sure with discretion that you keep your energy to yourself, as in don't go around putting out lots of communication to people about things, and keep your mind protected. The more you have, geez, there's a million sparrows have landed on my fence. It's absolutely beautiful. Wow. Never come in and landed there like that. Sorry. We are in the world where when everyone's thinking negatively, they don't let a person be positive and shine their beautiful light. What they do is they tend to feel like it's not harmonizing with them, and they tend to like throw their negative energy over the happy, shining, loving person. So what you need to do is to be conservative and discreet when you're in the company of those who are being misery gutsers. So don't try and turn a misery guts around, but what you can do is make sure you keep yourself grounded in an art of love. That's what they said. Grounded in the art of love. The art of love, living love. Ground yourself in it, stabilize yourself in it, send little crystalline anchors down into the earth to connect with Gaius, the planet's anchor of love, and let that energy anchor in there and be solid and strong. This is about you protecting your beautiful light energy. Don't let people drag you down and suck it out of you and make you feel like you've got to wear their negativity. Now, those little ping pong balls are coming all over the place. It's not our job to sink down into the lower energy fields in order to make people who are down there feel like they've got company. You know, misery likes company. No, that's not our job. Our job is to be beautiful light bubble blowers of angelic happiness, and keep doing that even though they feel like that. Because in the end, when we keep doing that, we turn the tide. It's like you've got water and it's yellow, and you drop some blue in there, some blue paint drops in the water. It's got yellow paint through it. You will have a chain reaction flowing out, changing that color to green. All the water will turn green. That's what your love energy can do to the collective energy pool. So you can't let this manipulated state of affairs on the planet, which is our bombardment of fear-based events and situations, don't let that get turned into a takedown of everybody's happiness. Keep it to yourself. Lock down your beautiful energy. Keep it secure. Keep it safe. Be conservative about how you express to the world. Yeah, I was just asking, are they happy with the way I'm saying this? They said yes. And understand, it's not safe in an adverse situation to leave yourself open and vulnerable, to have your energy drained out and to have yourself left depleted. That's what they're trying to say. I hope I got that across to you nicely enough. Now, going to take a little bit more and then we're going to finish. We've got a few more minutes and we're going to finish because otherwise it takes too long for me to upload. Okay, yes. You are altruistic and you want to be altruistic. You want to give, you want to care, you want to love people. That's your nature. Now, that's beautiful. But what we've just been talking about here is the very best way for you to be the essence of altruism. Now, altruistic means you want to help others. You want to help them. You want to lift them. But if you let all your energy go out to be recalibrated down to unhappy people's energy, then you've got nothing left to give. And they can't lift themselves up because they're not in a state of frame where they can manifest their own happy love energy. Obviously you are, because this message is about you, and you are definitely able to be the little bubble blower. Now, you are altruistic. Now, we've just talked about the ultimate method to be the super altruistic helper of the world. Not just the few people around you, but the world. It's a very important time right now. How you express yourself. Don't talk negative things. Don't get caught in gossip. Don't get caught in the habit. Everyone's in a habit at the moment, or a lot of people are in the habit. Their small talk involves saying that somebody did something badly. And I can't believe that girl did like that. And I can't believe you did like that. And I can't believe they're making me wear a face mask. And I can't believe this and that. And this is terrible and that's terrible. So all these sort of talks is really acceptable, common, small talk at the moment. Don't engage, because that's actually you lowering your own energy. Because you've got to really be on guard, coming back to the Colin Druth energy of being on guard about how you think, how you talk, and then how you act. Oh, as they said, how you think, how you talk, how you walk. That's what they said. They say things better than I do. So you've got to be on guard about all those habits. Now, you're surrounded by a million thought forms of habits. Don't feel bad because you're surrounded in a soup of adverse habits. It takes a lot of self-awareness. Protection. You need to protect yourself from all those thought forms. Those thought forms, don't take them on. Recognize when they're not your own. That's what it is. So when you start to feel like, well, if I'm in this group of people, if I start doing, negative talk, it's small talk, but it's not very positive, realize it, recognize it, and go, that's not my thought form. That's not how I choose to be. Hang on. I'm going to try something different. And you can ask for protection. You're surrounded by angels and guides, very, very willing and happy and wanting to help. Very, very willing, waiting for your request. So you want some protection from the negative thought forms floating around in our atmospheric pool. Ask for it, because if you ask, they can deliver. Sometimes it takes about 20 minutes, especially if you're feeling really down. You want someone to help lift your energy. You got to do some effort here too. You got to work at it. But if you're willing to put it in, the effort, they will help. They will come and join you with it, and they will work with you and help you. And as I said, sometimes if you're really, really feeling overwhelmed by negative thought forms and ideas and energies, and you're like just feeling overwhelmed, it can take 20 minutes or so for it to sink through from the higher frequencies of guides and angels down into our lower density. And if you're feeling really low, your frequency, your energy is very low frequency. They're coming from high, it's got to come down through and be filtered through down, and then going to try and lift you up. So they're going to inject some high energies that are just enough for you to work with to raise up. That's how it works. So a little patience, because that's the nature of our energy world we're in. And they're talking about discovery. And they want you to discover how you can be active in this way in your life. One more card. Exactly what I said. The crane bag. The crane bag is about, it says sacred ocean medicine, clutter, declutter, and choices. But what it really is, the crane bag is an ancient concept of a bag that the mystical people, the wise women, wise people would carry around for the village. The shamans would carry a crane bag, it's called in European terms. And it's full of objects from this world, material objects, which are imbued with the energy that is, they would say magical back then, we would say of the right vibration to manifest and to assist in the manifestation process of the shaman. Sorcerer, whatever you want to call them, it doesn't really matter what we call them. So how are you anchoring into this material world your positive energy choices that empower you? That's what this is about. Empowering you through your choices, what you anchor down from the thought form energy world into the material world. Okay, I think I'm coming near the end. Do we need any more, guys? No, they're really happy. That's it. That's the finish. What you as above, so below. What you think of, what you do, how you feel is how you manifest down into this physical world. So let's start to take control of that. Let's start to make it our choice, not something that overwhelms us. Let's start to know that our input is astronomically meaningful, because it is. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a delight sharing this with you. And do your practice, do your heart practice, ask for help and guidance, and keep creating your beautiful bubbles of light. All right, bye-bye.